The Midnight OJ Podcast.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
MidnightOJ.com.
My name is Joe. I'm a little hot. Wow. Wait a minute.
Go time. Oh, that's me. Excuse me.
Welcome back, everybody, to Midnight OJ, MidnightOJ.com. We're joined today by none other, once again, Mario B. Gonzalez. Give it up, people. Give it up. Show some love. Show some respect. Corporal Edgar Hernandez joins us for a second time in a row. He liked the last one so much that for some reason he came back. So we welcome anyone and everyone who wants to join us. Shout out to Calcutta, West Bengal, India, where it's currently 12:09 a.m.
Oh, that means
good time
it's
right
officially happy hour.
Hell yeah.
Officially happy hour somewhere.
Time to order a new bottle.
It's midnight somewhere.
And this podcast is international, right?
Definitely international.
Right.
We're brought to you by Joey's Art Gallery. Joey'sArtGallery.com. If you need any of your artwork plagiarized, Joey will take care of that.
Nice.
Shout out to my people in West Bengal, India, Calcutta, West Bengal. Mario B joins us today once again. You had an interesting story for us regarding our many escapades back in the day.
Yeah, man. Again, thank you
particularly
for having me back on, man.
Always a pleasure.
I just remember from our humble beginnings and our upbringing back in back in the early 90s.
Hoboken, New Jersey.
Where
God
we all
bless
officially
America.
got started, and Hoboken is home.
That's it.
And we're Red Wing for life. So big shout out to all my Red Wings listening out there.
Class
everyone
of
who went to
94.
Hoboken. That's right.
95.
That's right. And class of everything else who just went to Hoboken High, know what's up. And everybody who hung out in front of the Daily News for no reason. A quick check.
Just waiting for Dutch Masters.
And, yeah.
Hanging around.
And quick check. Yeah. And quick check. But I remember a night that I will always go back to, that always takes me back to a humble time where you're surrounded by friends and phenomenal memories that I'll take with me to the grave. But I remember one night we're drinking and we go to the infamous Muhammad on the corner of First and Willow.
On the corner of First and Anywhere, USA, baby.
Yes.
Because every town should have a Muhammad.
Yeah, and he basically served alcohol to any 9-year-old. Yeah. It's like, okay.
Muhammad, just take the top off of it.
Yeah, basically. And we got our drink on, and we got the path, and we took the train over to the Palladium. If you remember the old Palladium, the Palladium days. Big shout out to everyone out there who relates to the story and who also experienced the Palladium. And I remember we got online, and they started giving out these little cereal boxes of Total. And inside, I don't know if you feel me yet, and inside this little box of
Total cereal. The cereal,
the
right?
cereal, right. But inside was a single tape. A tape, if you remember back then, we had a tape. There were no CDs, right?
That's right. Side A and side B.
That's right. And they gave us a tape of the new up and coming group by Puffy.
Bad Boy Entertainment.
Bad Boy Entertainment. Big shout out, and they were called Total. And they were performing that night at the Palladium. And we were all looking at each other.
We spoke about this. We spoke about this in a previous podcast. This is technically the prequel to what happened in that story.
Yeah,
Everything we forgot about.
Right.
And these are
walk us through it, Mary.
Yeah, man. And these are promotional items that will no longer exist.
Do you still have it?
I still have it.
Holy shit!
I still have the little cereal box with the tape inside. I still have it.
It's got to be worth something to P. Diddy,
That's
man.
got to be like gold.
I don't know.
P.
but
Diddy. At Puff Daddy
Listen,
NYC, son.
Puffy, call a man.
Call a man, son.
Yo,
We got
listen,
relics.
Hit me
We
up,
got
man.
relics.
I have memorabilia. All right, call me up.
That counts.
So we go inside, and we're like, what the hell is Total, right? But they sang that
We
song.
knew who
if you
Total
remember.
was. Yeah. We knew who Total was.
Can't you see?
What?
You and me, right? What? All right, that's why we're not singers, guys.
Bad backup.
Which is why they called Bad Boys. Yeah. So we go inside. So Freddie, if you remember Freddie, one of our beloved friends, Freddie, said, let's go upstairs because the bar on the first floor was packed.
Yes.
Even though we only had money for one drink. One drink.
And that was only after the open bar was closed.
Yes. Because before entering the club, we all stashed our shit somewhere, right? Because we were all broke as hell. And then we go upstairs, and if you remember, the Palladium was 3 floors, and a very
old theater.
Right. Yes,
old theater.
in the very top floor, there were seatings, like a theatrical seating, right? And sure enough, in the corner of my eye, I see this large man wearing a yellow puffy jacket.
You were the one who spotted him.
Yes.
And for the rest of us.
Yes.
I think, a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, I opposed you. I said, no.
Yes.
You're fucking crazy, dude.
Yes. And like, nah, man, that can't be. And I said, wait a minute. I think that's Biggie Smalls. And everybody's like, no, that can't be Biggie. Why would Biggie be here? And sure enough, it was the same yellow puffy jacket.
That's why you recognize
it.
Yeah, from the
that
video.
Biggie wore in the
One More Chance, I think,
One More
video.
Chance video where he's coming out not the project, but the brownstone.
Yeah.
And he's wearing that large puffy jacket. And I said, holy shit, I think that's Biggie Smalls. That's B.I.G. right there. And he had no security, no entourage.
That's right.
Nobody. So I said, I got to go over there. So I ripped one of the posters off the wall, right?
Yeah.
And there was nothing to write on. So, of course, we all knew that Freddie had a pen, right?
Freddie was like a ninja of pens.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, do you mean this pen right here? Oh.
Yeah. Do you want black, blue, or red?
Take the pen from my fingers, young grasshopper.
And we can always rely. We can always rely on Freddie for 2 things.
Yes,
a pen and gum. Okay. Yeah. He always
shout out to Alfredo, baby, wherever you're at, man. We gotta have
Freddie,
you.
I miss you, man. We gotta catch up. So sure enough, yes, Freddie gives me a pen, and I rip probably a 12 by 14. It's a big poster.
Yes.
And I turn it to the back, and it's blank. And I go up to this man, and he doesn't see me coming because he has his back towards me.
And if I remember correctly, his arms were around 2 very bodacious blonde young ladies.
Yes, and who knows? At the time, it could have been Foxy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well,
I mean,
they were white. They were white. I remember that. That part.
I take that back. Maybe it wasn't Foxy.
Foxy could be a little creamy on the creamy side.
Well, she likes to be a little creamy up top. You know what I'm saying? But, okay, so it wasn't Foxy Brown. But I go up to him and I tap him on the shoulder, and he looks around, and I said, yo, Big, I'm a big fan, man. You know, can I get your autograph? He's like, sure, yo. What's up? So I turn around and I put the poster on my back, and he writes on the poster, and I still have it. It's home.
Unbelievable.
And I still have it. And he writes, "Make money, B.I.G."
Nice.
And that's and mind you, the poster is 12 by 14. And his writing, his signature's got to be like 1 by 2 inches. So you have all
it gets lost.
But it was definitely one of those years.
Circa 96.
I think it was
really 95, maybe
I
summer
think
of
still
95.
In high school, man. Yeah. But it's a memory that will stick with me for the rest of my life, and I will never forget, and be able to share that with you guys. Because you guys were there.
Yeah, no. Oh, my God.
That was huge. And I missed the Palladium, man. I mean...
Joe was supposed to have a dollar bill he signed as well that night.
I remember taking that money.
We talked about this in the previous podcast, how Joe was kind of left to the end. And the pound that was never would be received by Biggie Smalls, because we all kind of gave him a pound. We came up, he was giving us love. He let go. He let go of his brethren, female escorts that he was with, and they, blonde and white and gorgeous, and gave us all some love. And towards the end, Joe went to give him the pound, and Biggie was done giving pounds apparently. wrapped his arms around the bodacious blondes, and the pound kind of comes down and lands on Biggie's belly.
Oh no!
He like pats him in the belly as we walk away.
Oh man!
You know, it was one of those awkward bulk Brogan situations that we.
Well, I remember giving Biggie a pound, and the guy, for those who never met Biggie or never seen him in person, he was a broad-shouldered guy. He was a big guy,
big dude.
And I remember giving him a pound, and with my right hand, with his right hand, my left hand only went midway on the back. That's how
he was
big.
a good 6'5", 6'3".
Biggie was a
big guy.
big dude and humble, and I think unfortunately that's what.
Yeah,
and even smoke weed with him. I know friends that would just go up to him like, "Yo, son, you know, you got a lighter?" Yeah, and they start smoking together.
Yeah,
and he was just a very, very cool cat from Brooklyn, man. Big shout out to Brooklyn. Everybody listening in from Brooklyn.
B.I.G. Rest in peace.
BK in the building. That's what's up. Good times, man.
Oh,
Good times.
man.
I can't tell you. Good times.
That same evening, we did have Total sing to us, sing along.
Man.
On stage, I think the reason what brought us to the DJ booth is because they kind of announced him, bad boy DJ, to the DJ booth, please come up. Yeah. And then that's kind of where we happened to be at, near the DJ booth, and that's how we. Yeah,
and they also gave a shout out to the Junior Mafia crew that was also in the building.
Also in the building,
and it was just an amazing night to know that.
What's up, brothers? Shit! I think we're being hijacked.
Here we go.
Who is this guy?
This is the guy we've been waiting for.
Is this a special guest?
I think.
Let me tell you something, brother. I feel flabbergasted sitting here in front of King Kong Bundy and Tito Santana, brother.
Oh man!
Bulk, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, brother.
Have a beer, brother.
Let me go. Don't worry, I will, brother.
Are you gonna sit around? Are you gonna sit in for this?
I'm not sitting for anything, brother. Listen, I've climbed higher mountains than you, brother. I've scratched and crawled my way to the peak, brother.
I want to climb these nuts.
I hear the cries and feel the outpour through my veins and testicles, brother. This is my midlife crisis, all right, brother? Yeah. Listen, all my little broken maniacs out there, they're hashtagging Brogan, brother. Yeah. All right? I'm trending right now, brother, not like you, Mario B.
Why don't you feel these veins? All right, buddy? Who opened the curtain? Is it sunny in here? What's happening?
I don't know. It's suddenly very yellow in
here. Yes.
Bulk, you brought your championship.
Yes, that's right,
belt.
Brother. That's right.
Your championship belt, worldwide.
I came here to deliver a message, brother. Me and Moose, we're like brothers, man. A year ago, we were the best of friends. All right, brother? And if you would have told me a year from now that we'd be in the middle of the ring going against each other head on head for my title, I would say you were lying, Mino. Mino, that's right.
That's right.
He became jealous of all my little broken maniacs, brother. As KTMO, the team formed together, we made podcast after podcast, after episode, started growing together. The mania was a little bit ahead of Moose, brother. You were either in or you were out. You either believed or you didn't. You were either ready or you weren't. But wait, hold on, brother. I'm speaking here, right? But the Moose couldn't handle that mode, brother. He couldn't handle the pressure. I want you to be ready, brother. I want you to be on top of your peak. Because when Brokomania rules, when I beat you to your knees, I want the world to know that I beat you at your best. And at the end of episode 6, man, I will still be the heavyweight champion of the world. So what you gonna do when the puniest chest in the world destroys you, brother? Destroys you, brother!
All right. I'm a little confused.
ADD.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Please. Welcome back, everybody, to Midnight OJ, the Midnight OJ podcast. We're joined today by none other co-host Mario B. Gonzalez from Salsa Fever on 2.
What's up, man?
We're trying to
Put
get
on
him
your new hat, brother.
We're trying
Put
to
on
get
your
him
new
to
hat,
put on
brother.
the hat. This is a big process. Mario B., we appreciate you being here with us. And we understand you have an ample collection of hats. And we like to add, we are honored that you, on your dome, don the MidnightOJ.com hat.
Got to curl it up. You know
Yeah. Make sure you got to put the rubber band on it when you get home and put it on the
old school
heater.
steamers. You
Put it on the heater.
Yeah, you're fucking up the hat. You know how much I paid for that shit, bro?
Oh, man.
Here we go. Here we go.
White man getting upset. The white man. First of all, I'm not a 7 3/4, by the way, okay?
It's a snap hat. Come on.
All right? My head isn't as big as Omar's. FYI. As we all know, back in the
That's just not going to fit you that tight.
It will never be.
So if anybody still has a Mi Gente account, you know what I'm talking about.
Me, gente, that's right. MySpace.
Wow. And Black Planet for all my African American folks out there. That's right.
J-Date. For my Jewish people.
That's right. Hashtag Big Cocks Matter.
Big cocks do matter,
That's
baby.
right.
Big cocks
And also
do matter.
a big shout out to all my supporters on AmishLove.com. I go to Amish.
You do a lot of horse and buggy?
Hey, listen, the food is authentic, it's organic, and the food is awesome.
God
People are
bless,
awesome
God
too, man.
bless.
My wife is organic.
Oh, see, man, see. I thought we were going to keep this PG, man. PG,
Wow.
baby, PG.
All right.
Shout out to Tashkent in Uzbekistan, where it's currently 12:42 a.m., baby.
Oh, it's official.
It's midnight somewhere all
right.
the time, baby. That's
on
right.
right
It's an
MidnightOJ.com. MidnightOJ.com.
That's right.
So, B, now that we have you on,
Talk to me.
your ample hat collection. I mean, I lost count after like 300, and you used to keep them nice and. Did we forget something? Did we forget part of the process?
Looks like we forgot.
You used to keep them nice and in a cage back in the 90s. They sold
Thank you, sir.
the cage for your ball caps, which were rare.
Oh man, you know.
And to this day, time out, 2017. Let it be known, we don't know what your hat source was, and it was ample. And you made sure you kept that a secret.
I did. You know, it like it still is today. We live in a fashionable world where you want to be the first one to wear this and that, even though we're probably not the first ones to wear or say anything.
No, not anymore.
Yeah. Thank you to social media for that. But yeah, let me just start from the beginning.
Yes.
So one of the reasons why and what motivated for all those who are listening in and didn't know this personal information about me. Yeah, the reason why I started wearing hats is because I have alopecia, and for all those people out there who have a condition called alopecia, where and I don't want to use the word suffer from hair loss, but you know, it does psychologically.
right.
But this is when I brought up the story with Mr. Miller back in the day.
Yeah, Mr. Miller. Yeah. So when I
Back
was
in the 80s.
with third grade, Mrs. Branda,
Yep.
which I'll never forget, I started losing my hair, and by losing my hair, I needed to cover it with something, and I felt a low self-esteem. I lacked the confidence. Kids were picking on me. Kids were laughing at me, and I was the oddball kid in the school. No one would sit with me, and it was
They were picking on you in collaborative
oh
school, really?
yeah, it was Joey. It was bad, man.
That's sad.
Yeah, I never share that because it's in the past, and there's not much I can do about the past, but currently focus.
See,
on
I
the present.
didn't have time to pick on you because I was getting picked on also. So.
Well, I mean, you know,
It was a chain reaction.
yeah, exactly. It was different reasons.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah. Well, I feel better now. Thank you. Yeah. But it is a condition that's like a light switch where the body is attacking its own immune system, where it thinks it's overproducing hair, and therefore it's cutting off the hair follicles and stopping the growth of hair. So it's like your own immune system attacking itself, like trying to have a cold and stopping the cold. But
I
with-
did not know that. So
but-
you
but with-
learn something new every
yeah,
day.
so with this, it's hair, and I've had it since the age of 7. I'm going to be 41 next month, and
Happy birthday.
thank you, man. by the way, again, not to divert, because we quickly divert
No,
here.
it
my
happens.
goodness.
That's why it's a podcast.
I'm having my my huge 41 birthday party happening, and everyone listening in is invited. By the way,
You're gonna have thousands of people.
and for those who don't know, when I throw my birthday parties, we average about 300 people. Average.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and it'll happen at La Nueva Elegancia on.
Is that in Cuba?
Wow. All right.
All right. Let me get my passport ready.
Not racist at all.
Yeah. Hashtag ignorance. Yeah.
It was a joke. Come on now.
I get the joke. Yeah, I know. I'm with you, bro.
I get made fun of all the time.
but
Thick
it-
skin, brother. Thick
In
skin.
West New York, there's a big free parking lot. It's happening Friday, April 28th. Again, it's La Nueva Elegancia over in West New York. So if you guys want to join me, we play a little bit of salsa, merengue, bachata, a little bit of old school classic, freestyle, hip hop, R&B. It's a party. So come on down to enjoy. But again, going back to alopecia, again, that's where I needed a reason to cover up that I had a major lack in confidence in, and that was looking different from everybody else. And that's where the whole hat collection started to come in, because remember, our principal allowed me, and I was the only one, and I felt bad because they gave me the permission to wear a hat, and everyone else got in trouble for wearing one.
But like you said, I was ignorant.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize. And I'm like, oh, but what about him? And I didn't realize it was you, Mario. And I'm like, oh shit, my bad.
No, that's okay. But again, we live in this society, right? That why him, not me, and we don't look at the deeper process of why it's happening, as opposed to just thinking, okay, well, if he has one, why don't I?
Why can't I have one?
And there's a reason. I mean, there's
Oh, we were
obviously-
young. I mean,
Of course.
that was back in like 83, I think 84 that happened.
And it's all
you
about
don't know.
education. Kids don't know. Kids are reacting authentically on what they don't know, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? So us as being parents, we have to educate our kids to let them know, what is right, what's wrong, and what's okay and what's not okay. But again, just growing up with this hat collection, I had all these crazy hats, and I was known.
One of a kind.
Yeah,
So,
man.
you
One
know
of a
what?
kind.
Tell them about your new hat.
man.
Chicago Bear colors. Come on, bro.
That's right.
Chicago Bears.
I was gifted with this great, which they now call snapback.
Snapbacks.
Yeah, which by the
Like
way,
a throwback.
yeah, which
They fit everybody, all right?
back in the days, it was called adjustable. Yeah, it's like calling a janitor
Custodian.
A custodian technician.
Specialist custodian.
yeah, or someone who works in the.
Cheers, everybody.
We're gonna cheers this out. We're gonna have to cheers this out real quick, guys. If you're tuning in,
Join
we're,
us.
we're having shots of H2O.
H2O.
Agua.
H2O.
Voda.
Straight from the mountains.
Omar remembers that. Voda.
Voda is
For all the
Croatian
people.
for water.
This is coming from a Puerto Rican.
That's some strong
So yeah, man, I have this great hat that was gifted to me by the fabulous Omar and Joey at the Midnight OJ podcast hat, which, by the way, we're going to start selling on the website pretty soon. So if you guys
$23. $23.
$99.99 for a hat.
So which is the price? I'm not sure right now.
We're working on it.
We're confusing our guests, Joe.
Yeah.
$23.99 plus shipping and handling.
Yeah. So if you want one of these hats and you want to support us like PBS, come and pick up one of these hats, and we'll include one of the CDs or something. We'll give you the dog. But
We'll give you free access to the website. We'll give you Joe's login information.
yes.
We'll just give you free access to my house. You could just walk in.
Free Wi-Fi password.
Yeah. So
That's it.
So anybody listening in who does suffer from alopecia, don't let it control you. Just like any trainer in the gym would tell you, don't let the weights control you. You control the weights.
Indeed.
Well, you have full control of your life and what you want to do with that life. So I know it's a hindrance because in a society like now, we live in a world of fashion, and you got to look like this, and you have to speak like that, and and we all have this perception of what
Now that's
we
ignorant.
all want you to be, right? But again, that's what makes us unique. And I think for many years growing up, it created this uniqueness where it allowed me to be a little bit different from everybody else. But again, you guys were the ones who embraced me, unlike a lot of other people closed the door on friendship or allowing me to be a part of that. friendship. So thank you guys.
We
Thank you guys.
we are blessed to have you in
Thank
our
you,
lives,
man.
man. We are
They
blessed
missed
to
out.
have
They
you.
missed out.
They really
love it.
did. They really did. And I think,
But we're not, listen. It's not that they missed out. We're not friends with you because you're this
No,
famous
of
guy
course
now.
not.
You're
Of course not.
popular.
time out. Actually,
You could be working in Food Town, fucking as a cashier. We'll still be friends with you. It doesn't fucking
and that's
matter.
why we were friends, because I think part of what our dynamic brought to the table was, hey, you know what? It doesn't matter what crew you used to belong to, because not for nothing. I wanted to be your friend, and you were a prominent athlete, and I thought of you as perhaps as part of that crowd, that athletic crowd that perhaps didn't quite mingle with the rest of us, and you guys were kind of elitists.
Well, I mean,
To a certain extent.
See, I missed that whole part.
But
Like, the whole
that
athlete
humbleness, what made Mario B who Mario B is today is that he was humble, man.
Yes,
he kept
exactly.
it real.
Yeah.
He kept it familiar.
Yep.
You go to his class, you get that same feeling, that same respect, that same embracement of belonging to something. And I think that's part of what has maintained our friendships for so long.
And now you know why, for many years, I would walk up and down the hallways in Hoboken High School
That's where I found him.
with a horse visor on.
Yes. Easily to get distracted back then,
Because I wasn't well accepted and adaptable to many other people because I didn't fit in.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
That's sad, though. I mean,
it's sad, but it
That's
still
like that's
happens
bullying.
today.
It's fucking. It's still happening today.
it's
bullying.
bullying,
It
but-
fucking sucks, man.
Today it has a label.
I don't
Back then it
understand.
didn't.
No.
Back then
Yeah,
I don't think it
understand
did.
why people do that. Like,
You know what? I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I have a friend, Danny Usechi. You guys do know from Hoboken.
God
High.
bless Danny, baby.
Yeah.
Wherever you at, baby.
But he tells me, and we have this conversation all the time. He's like, "Man, I don't know how you didn't commit suicide because every no, listen. I can laugh about it now because I think back about it now. But everything that I endured, everything that I went through. I mean, I got jumped from Calabro School trying to get through 4th Street Park just to get home.
Wow.
Because I look
True.
different.
That's true. I remember that.
Running after these kids who just ran behind me, grabbed my hat, and just started running with it.
That used to happen a lot.
I got jumped the same reason, but only because I was white.
I don't know.
You must have said
I'm not
something.
comparing the
Joey.
two. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying bullying. Bullying is out there.
You must have.
Sucks,
You
man.
must have opened your mouth.
Yeah. It's possible. It's possible. Absolutely.
Yes, you know what? In one incident, I did open my mouth, so yes.
Yeah.
I said something in Spanish that I didn't know what I said, and yes, I deserved it.
I want to
so.
slap you in the mouth right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Yeah.
I love you, Joe.
Wow.
I love
Wow.
you. I love you. Make out with me.
Basically, yeah. So again, thank you so much for being there. Literally, I mean, if you do the math, we're talking about almost 30 years later.
Solid, baby. That's solid years,
30
baby.
years later, man. And
Solid
and
years.
There aren't too many
Just
people I
makes you
know.
stronger, though, right?
Absolutely, man. And,
But it makes you understand.
absolutely. It broadens your perspective of things. It keeps you grounded. And I miss my parents dearly who passed, my mom and my dad.
Rest.
But they raised me well, and they raised me with the proper respect.
If you don't mind me asking, I'm sorry. When did your dad pass?
My dad passed
Because I
away.
remember watching a Super Bowl at your house in Hoboken,
Yeah, man.
and they were both there.
They were both there. That
When
was
did your
a
dad
long
pass?
time
I
ago.
didn't know
My
that.
dad passed 8 years ago.
He was ill, though.
And your mom was when then?
And my mom passed
Recent.
away 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's hard, man. I mean, no matter what the years are, when you have a special relationship with your parents,
Yep.
they're your parents. I mean, they put your clothes on your back, they fed you, they wiped your ass, they did everything for you. And at the end of the day, no matter what quarrels we have, and if you're listening to this now, and your parents are still around, hug them,
Appreciate him.
tell them you love them,
Give him a kiss on the cheek.
put that petty,
Call 'em.
yeah, put that petty shit aside.
Don't text him. Call him.
Call them, man. Because texting, we take text out of context nowadays.
Yes,
we
we
put
do.
meaning.
Do
to text.
our parents text?
Yeah, no, my parents
My
adapted
parents-
quick. My parents adapted quick.
Yeah, man.
They realized if they wanted to communicate with me that texting was the only way I was doing it, so they adapted quick. But now as an adult, and I'm gonna be 41 next month in June. I call them. I pick up the phone. I make it an issue to call them at least once every couple of weeks.
I think, you know what, honestly.
You spend a lot of time with your parents.
I don't.
see you on
I
Facebook
actually-
all the time, bro.
It's
All the
it's,
time.
it's once a month, but it should be more
Still.
often. I don't. I I have to say I don't call him as often. I see them once a month.
Yeah, you see them enough. Yeah.
I'll call him maybe another once a month, but I think it should be more because that day is gonna come. What he has dealt with that day, and I'm thinking about it every.
For all of us.
I'm
It's
thinking about it every day.
baby.
They're in the late 70s, so I'm thinking about it every day, and that day's gonna come, and it's gonna fucking suck. So,
Yeah, I mean, no matter if I,
you know who I'm gonna reach out to? Hey, Mario.
You call me.
How the fuck did you deal with this, bro?
I experienced it, man, and don't let anybody lie to you when they tell you, "Oh, prepare." You can't
prepare for that.
You know,
You can't
listen,
prepare for that.
It's something that unfortunately it's a vicious cycle. We
It's
all go
life.
through it.
It's life.
It's part of life. It's a pattern that we all have to experience. But till the days of my parents passing, my mom always gave me an Easter card for no reason, a Valentine's Day card. And those are the little things that you don't forget. You know what I mean? And
I don't think people shop for cards anymore.
No,
they send an e-card or
you're
some
right,
type of
right, or a
same
text.
thing.
e-precious moments.
Yeah,
Ball bar.
yeah. Not to plug anybody because you have to pay.
No, of course, definitely. Yeah. We need better microphones.
Yes. So
More microphones.
if anybody would like to have you sponsored, just let us know, and we'll
plug you. We'll plug you all day, every day,
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, me as an outsider, I come in. You know, I didn't grow up with you guys. I meet Mario. Mario is the only guy allowed to wear the hat in the school, which is cool. I think, honestly, from where I was standing, I saw an embrace, kind of like a class come together and say, you know what, if he's going to be the only one allowed, then let it be for the right reasons. And that's really from where I was standing, what I saw and what I liked about it. I was like, you know what, I need to be friends with this individual. And besides your prominent sports career or your
that helped,
your ability to
that helped.
your ability to make us laugh. One thing most people don't know about you used to beatbox.
Oh my
God! Now you know.
You
You weren't-
Yo, you were like the Fat Boys, bro?
You're not gonna. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Do you
Not at all.
guys remember the talent shows that we had every year at Hoboken High School? Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
I still have a video. Wait, I still have a video.
Remember the videos?
No, I have a video of myself that I edited with the actual band.
Do you
Bullet
really?
Boys, yeah. When I was with Miss Singalisi, were you with Miss Singalisi or Mr. Miller?
Mr. Miller. I was with Mr. Miller.
Do you know she had a party? She has pictures on her
man.
Facebook. She had a party with all the teachers.
How awesome is
Mr.
that?
Miller looks the same. Mr. Bazanka was there. I'm like, holy
I just
shit.
ran to Mr. Riley at Leo's a couple of weeks
He
ago.
was great.
And he looks
Bart.
insane. Yeah, he looks awesome.
What
He looks great.
what did he tell me? He said always. Oh, he goes to me before I graduated 8th grade. He goes, Joey, always use logic. Remember that. Always use logic.
And you'll never forget that, right?
I'll never forget those words. I was
the
like,
little
fuck,
things.
man, wow.
What did they tell you, Edgar?
Órale pues.
Wait, actually, we spoke about this in the other episode.
Don't-
Your favorite teacher was who?
Don't vote
Miss
Republican.
Liz D. Rose.
The Rose was favorite
Miss
teacher.
Liz D. Rose. Love you.
Wow.
Gotta give her a shout out. I love her.
Big shout out to our typewriter teacher. I don't know if she's even around. Remember her? Who teaches typewriting anymore? First of all,
There's no typewriting anymore. Sorry.
But leave it up to you to remember it, though. Man.
yeah,
Leave it up
man.
to you to give props.
oh man. But yeah, going back to the the talent show. The talent shows were
That was
awesome, man.
great, right?
Yeah, it was. it was good times.
Maybe I can play with it.
No, don't
there
play
we
on
go.
it.
Not-
You don't
not-
have.
not on air.
You don't have. There it is. There it is. There it is. My
name is Joe. I'm a little hot.
Wow. Wait.
Started off wrong.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Can you do where the record spins
Can
backwards?
you dig it? Dude, that was fucking good. I like that. But wait, you know what? Whatever happened to that? Like that old school rap, that the Fat Boys, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, LL Cool J. What the fuck happened? And you know what? Even after that, we had Biggie Smalls, Eminem. What happened to all that?
Natural evolution.
The stuff out there is but it's junk. Can I share? It's fucking trash.
Can I share what happens nowadays? For those who are listening, I've been in a recording studio. Where live bands are actually recording albums, and like for Frankie Morales, big shout out to Frankie Morales. If you're listening, he was a vocalist for Tito Puente for many years, and also he was the backup vocalist for Hector Lavoe.
Okay.
For many years, and basically nowadays the authenticity of the sound. We need foam tables, by the way. Yeah. I'm just saying.
You know.
Yeah.
The guy's trying to say something.
Yeah. We apologize.
You need rubber walls with me around.
Yeah,
Fuck,
We're working on this.
if you hear any foreign sounds in the background, I don't have gas. Okay,
that's just me. I'm sorry.
That's just Joey. Okay,
that's just
guys?
me. Sorry.
Yeah. So basically, what happens now, and this is going back to what you were saying, Joey, the authenticity of things. Back in the days, they used to record where everybody is in one room jamming together, right?
Yeah.
All right. Only live, guys. Only live.
Go downstairs.
What is happening? What is
I have no idea what's happening.
All right. Don't worry.
We have some
Just
midget.
go and open the door.
We have some midget strippers coming in, guys. Don't worry about
I
it.
don't think we have the rights to play that song, so shut that shit off.
Basically. So what happened back in the days, right?
Yeah.
Was you had all these musicians in the same room jamming together, and you could actually hear one another motivating each other as they're playing. And if shit hit the fan, they would all stop and then start from scratch.
Right.
Nowadays, the percussion will come in on Mondays.
Yep.
Record. Thanks for coming.
The cymbals come in on Tuesday.
On Tuesdays, no, I swear, on Tuesdays,
I believe it.
On Tuesdays, the brass section comes in. They'll play, they'll record, and they'll go home. On Wednesday, you have the backup vocalist. They'll come in, they'll sing, record, go home.
Yep.
Thursday, lead vocalist will come in, sing, record. By Friday, they're doing all their editing, and by the weekend,
It's a mastering,
it's on the
and it's
shelf.
done. Yep.
Not one musician shook hands.
The virtual machine.
Right. And that's the lack of authenticity that's happening nowadays.
Right.
When we're here, and same thing goes for hip hop. Same thing goes for rock. For now, why isn't rock so good anymore?
Yeah.
But I think that the lack of authenticity is being lost because of that. Because you have all this not so much techno, but they call it more trance, more what's that word?
Transvestite?
Wow.
Wow, we just lost our iTunes credibility.
Here we go.
Yeah, we apologize.
iTunes just shut us down.
I'm sorry. That's just me. I'm sorry.
I'll try to bleep that.
Yeah, we're apologizing to our trans audience.
LGBT,
I'm-
shout out to
it's
the
a joke.
LGBT
Come
community.
on. No one can take it. No one has thick skin. I've been picked on my whole fucking life.
Me
Grow
too.
thick skin.
Listen,
Come on, man.
listen,
Laugh about it. Laugh about
A
it.
big shout out to the BLT community out there. Big shout out. Don't forget to put some wheat toast on them. But that's the loss of authenticity, And nowadays, all this music just makes you want to do this. Just bounce up and down, bounce up and down.
Like I'm from the South.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's the same beat. It's just monotone. It's like tunnel vision. It's just the same. There's no uniqueness.
Biggie tone.
Well, I mean,
Biggie had it.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, we have to embrace change, right? Because with time, there's always going to be change. But you start losing interest when everything starts sounding the same, and that becomes a bigger problem.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And even listen, Biggie and Bad Boy and the 90s, when you talk about 90s rap, let's not be hypocritical here. Most of those samples were songs from the 60s and 70s. So let's not cover the sun with one finger and try to say, hey, you know what, that music was one of a kind. Yeah, no, it transcended.
Yeah.
but it wasn't one of a kind. We were borrowing things
Absolutely. I mean,
course.
from things that came before us.
75% of those samples are from Motown.
Most of them.
That's
most
right.
Of them.
Yeah.
Think about it. So big shout out to R&B and Motown, everyone listening out there. But
All the music that got us laid in the 90s.
Right. wow.
Enrique
If you want to
Iglesias.
put it that way.
Or for lack of better words, had me playing while everyone else was getting laid. Yeah, that worked out too. I'll never forget that day.
Thank you, by the way. Thank
DJ
you.
Mario B.
Yeah, word.
DJ Mario B.
But yeah, and I think that's also, and no disrespect to any DJ out there today, or you know, but big shout out to the Kid Capris and
Yes.
you know, we lost those samplers. We lost those guys that were hustling all the time looking for a different sample to utilize. Nowadays, it's that synthesizer beat over and over and over again. And I think that's what's changing the music. By the way, anybody interested tonight? I forgot to plug this. Tonight, I'll be DJing at 46 Lounge.
Right, that's
over
right.
in Totowa, New Jersey. So if you guys like listening to that
46 Lounge.
old school, authentic
I love it.
Latin sound, the Fania All Stars and the Tito Puentes and the Tito Rodriguez and the Machitos and Celia Cruz, Hector Lavoz, come down tonight. And even Aventura, we play bachata, we play a little bit of merengue and cha-cha-cha. So it's Latin night every Sunday night over at 46 Lounge. It's from 9 p.m. to 2 in the morning. And by the way, guys, it's totally free.
Holla.
Only if you mention Midnight OJ.
Hey, listen, that's right. That's right. You mention, ladies and gentlemen, if you mention Midnight OJ podcast, you get it for free. Okay, guys? And this is every Sunday.
The man's word is
That's
bond.
right.
And it's only tonight for the people that are watching live, because this episode's not going to come out for another 2 weeks.
At least a week and a half.
Well,
Exactly.
well, here's the consistency of things, right? So it's every Sunday.
Yes.
You mentioned Midnight OJ, and we'll be counting this at the register. It's free every Sunday at 46 Lounge in Totowa, New Jersey. The parking is free. Your entrance will be free, and even more, just because I'm on this podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
For Midnight OJ, you get a free salsa lesson. Okay, free salsa lesson.
Oh,
Every
my God.
Sunday from 8 to 9 p.m. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're listening to this, Mario B, you're listening to it first from SalsaFeverOn2.com. Mario B is honoring a free salsa lesson from 8 to 9 p.m. every Sunday. And then it's Latin night with DJs, guest DJs, including myself, playing classic salsa, merengue, bachata, and cha-cha-cha from 9 p.m. to 2 in the morning, where we'll cover everything: your parking, your entrance, and and your class.
We are officially
grateful.
on
Thank you.
the map.
Yeah, man. So
Thank you,
Thank
Mario
you.
B.
Let's
Thank
make
you.
it happen, guys.
Holla.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Midnight OJ podcast. Visit our website at www.midnightoj.com. Hit us up on Twitter, midnight_OJ. And in the infamous words of Kaiser Willem, give me a woman who loves beer, and I shall conquer the world. Until next time.
Lose ourselves in the spirit of things. We lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, of things that fade away. Yet we keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back. Keep coming back, keep coming Spirit of things, we lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world. The things that fade away, yet we keep coming back, 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 keep coming back. Of things we know.